So yeah, this is the weekly chart for ETH. Yeah, this does show you the long-term perspective, and I think if we talk about the current correction, it's important to understand that we have now entered an important support area. I mean, I talk about it like every single day in the videos where I cover the daily chart, but this support zone is really, really important. We've only just entered it. Now, until October, I think there was a realistic chance here to form one more high. I really don't like the idea that this was a major top in wave one. So I think this might change. And one alternative scenario I'm tracking is the yellow count. And it shows you how relevant this is, because in this current pullback, which I track as a B wave, in this support zone, the price could find support, $1,818 to $3,050 roughly. Now, I don't think this B wave pullback is over, so we might reach 2,600, maybe even 2,200 next, before we find any meaningful support. But it is possible to interpret this as a larger degree fourth wave in June 22, and this is a wave one to the upside in 3 waves. This was not an impulse, which made this entire bull market extremely difficult to navigate and track and trade. And then deep pullback, which could be a wave 2 in the yellow scenario. And then this is an A wave up and a B wave down. And so therefore this area will be so important, because if we see any impulsive price action from here to the upside, it could be a C wave to the upside. So we would then have to see how this all plays out. There are different ways how this could be tracked, but this might be a third wave and we could still get a 4-5 afterwards. So there is still a very bullish scenario for ETH. I will not rule out that we're already in a bear market, but even in a bear market, some kind of a B wave bounce would be likely. So that's why we need to track the microstructures also on a daily basis to find out when a low of sorts forms here. We'll have to see how the pullback unfolds. As long as it stays a corrective pullback, I'm going to keep the door open for higher prices. If it will fill in all of these structures to 11K plus, I'm skeptical, But it's more about understanding that there's still scope here for reversal. Now, this is a large support area, but as I said, I don't necessarily expect a reversal now. I think we might go a little lower. I think 2,600 seems reasonable, maybe even a little bit lower. But yeah, it seems like we go a little bit lower. The microstructure suggests that this structure allows for a deeper pullback. To be fair, the 38.2 retracement that we've reached now is quite a shallow pullback for such a B wave. And I think Ethereum on the daily chart is really only now oversold, getting oversold. We might go a little bit lower, for example, to the level that we had back in April. But that was a meaningful low, okay? So you see it actually here on the daily chart as well. One more high could send us in this third wave. Then there might still be a 4 and even a 5th wave up, which I haven't even charted here on the daily chart, because on the daily chart the focus is more on the microstructures, but it shows you the roadmap deeper into this support area, which means short-term bearish, but I'm not overall bearish. But I have to say as well, this chart has not moved up in an impulsive structure at all. So it's very much we have to be very flexible here. This is not an easy structure to track, but short-term bearish, and I'm still watching that larger degree, larger time frame potential.